you ever thought about your own buying experiences where you're dealing with a salesperson, either a salesman or a saleswoman, and you know what? Most salespeople are really bad. I mean, the vast majority of salespeople are, quite frankly, really bad at what they do. So just getting to the level of good is a huge first step. Getting to that level of not being the best salesperson who ever lived, but just being genuinely good and bringing real value to the prospects world is key. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to be a good salesperson, even great. Check it out. Number one, know that you bring massive value to your prospects. One of the first steps to actually being a good salesperson is recognizing that you bring real value. Because if you feel like you are just sucking the value from your prospects or your customers, then you're going to feel like you're in this relationship where you're just taking. But the reality is that a good salesperson brings value, is positively influencing the lives of the people that they sell to. And knowing that deeply is the first step to actually being good at your craft. Number two, use that bird's eye view. As salespeople, we have so much insight into our prospects' lives because we've talked to so many of them. We've heard every problem. We've heard every challenge. Your prospects are totally blinded to what's going on. They don't know what's going on because they can't see from inside the bottle what's going on outside. They're stuck in there. And so our job is to use that bird's eye view that we have to show them what's actually going on, to help them see the challenges that they might be facing, or to understand what's actually the problem that they're facing. Number three, seek to understand first. So this is really important because most salespeople, most bad salespeople, are immediately trying to jump to the solution or immediately trying to jump to that pitch. And it's too soon, right? We need to understand fully what's going on in the prospect's world before we can start to talk about any solutions or offerings or features or benefits or anything like that. So we want to slow that conversation down and really get the prospect talking, seek to understand what's going on, and then we're going to link those challenges that they talk about to ultimate solutions. Number four, know the challenges. Now, so often salespeople think in terms of the benefits that they bring to their prospects. But the reality is that your prospects aren't looking for benefits. They're looking to solutions to challenges that they were facing. So we need to go deeper than just the kind of tip of the iceberg with the benefits that a prospect is looking for. Even if a prospect says, hey, I'm looking to have this or that, right? Ultimately, what they really are looking to is to solve a challenge. So you want to find out what those challenges are that the prospect is currently facing or that the prospect expects to face in the future in order to ultimately have the solution to those challenges. That's higher level selling, not focusing on the features or the benefits, but really going deeply into the challenges. Number five, solve only the challenges. So this is really important because your offering probably does a lot of things and probably solves a lot of issues, but your prospect only cares about the challenges that they're facing. So if you talk about any features that are outside of the scope of the challenges that they're facing, it's just distracting, right? Only focus on the things that your prospect has mentioned are key issues. Anything else is extraneous and is actually going to distract the sale. People don't need to buy all 100 things that you do. They just want to focus on the things that are most important to them. Now, maybe down the road, those extra features are going to help them, but right now they're focused simply on solving the challenges that they are dealing with. Number six, keep them engaged. One of the most powerful pieces of data that we at the Sales Insights Lab have pulled together recently is that top performers are so much better at keeping their prospects fully engaged in the conversation. It is a true two-way conversation with lots of back and forth. So the more you keep your prospect engaged in the conversation by bringing them back in, letting them ask questions, you asking them questions. Really think of it like a conversation between two people who are genuinely interested in what's going on. The more that's happening, the more likely you are to close the sale. Number seven, lock in next steps. It is so important that we lock in next steps at every phase of the sale, Because if you're just following up, or you're going to check in next week, or they're going to reach back out to you, the sale has fallen apart. You've lost complete control of the sale. The only way we control the process is by locking in next steps with something that goes into a calendar and ultimately usually includes a calendar invite that they accept. So if we are locking in those next steps with a true calendar invite and making sure that they have agreed to a specific time for that next step, now we have a next step. Now the sale is on track. Number 8, have fun playing the game. One of the only ways to actually be good as a salesperson is to enjoy the game of selling. If you don't like the game of selling, if you don't like the back and forth, if you don't like the competitive nature of it, if you don't like the fact that people are going to say things that may not always be nice, if you can't enjoy that game, which is, by the way, a full contact sport, if you don't like that, then don't be in sales. It's a hard game, but it's fun. We can enjoy that back and forth. We can enjoy that challenge, just like people enjoy boxing or enjoy playing football. It's the same way. You've got to enjoy the sport of it, because that's how we stick with it for the long run, and that is how we go from good to great. So there is how to be a good salesperson, even great. And if you enjoyed this video, then I have an amazing free training on the step-by-step formula to closing more deals. Just click right here to get registered instantly. Seriously, just click right here. This is an in-depth training that will help you close more deals at higher prices, all while generating more meetings. Also, if you got some value, please like this video below on YouTube and be sure to subscribe to my channel by clicking my face, which should be right about here, to get access to a new video just like this one each week.